Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ya Habibullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, guys. First of all, before I start this video, you might hear a buzzing sound. It's my mic, it's kind of messed up. I still need to use it because the camera mic is rubbish. The first thing we're going to talk about is health, general health. Obviously, if you are diabetic or if you suffer from a specific illness that you need medication for, refer to your GP, refer to your doctor, and in regards to your medicine, make sure you take the right medicines. And if you've got asthma, make sure you take an inhaler, make sure you take extra inhalers as well. One of my main tips, which I got from one of the lectures that I seen on YouTube, was when you arrive in Makkah and when you're doing your Umrah, when you have the first glass of Zamzam, drink your Zamzam with intention that, Ya Allah, keep me healthy throughout the whole Hajj period and keep me well and fit throughout the Hajj period, because the last thing you want is to come down with a flu or come down with a cold or a fever prior to Hajj, the build up to Hajj. If you wear glasses, I'd probably say, like if you wear prescription glasses or contacts, I would say take extra with you, because when you're reading Salah, people tend to take off their glasses and put it in front of them. When it's Hajj time, it's going to be millions of people. Your glasses are bound to go missing or be stepped on. You don't want to be in that situation where you need to go to opticians and they don't have the right prescriptions, etc. So I would probably say have an extra pair of glasses or extra, pair of contacts, contact lenses. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you with the opportunity to go for Hajj. If you're fit and healthy and you see elders in your group who are not fit and healthy, who are there for the first time, people have been saving all their lives just for Hajj. They've been saving every single penny just to come and perform Hajj. This is their one, probably and only chance they'll get to perform Hajj. So if you have elderly uncles or aunties or brothers or sisters or just elders generally who are not fit, I would say, make it your priority, or some of your priority at least, to help them, to assist them, to introduce yourself to them and say, I'm here to look after you. If you need anything, let me know. In regards to vaccinations, you can actually get vaccinations from your GP, or you can go on a website. I'll just put here, just right here. And that website, you can actually put your postcode in. It tells you where you can get the vaccination, the meningitis jab, inshallah. Moving on from health, I'm just going to say, let's move on to prayer. So I've just put here that there will be a janazah prayer after every farz salah. So learn the janazah prayer and participate in it. Majority of the prayers in Makkah and Medina, after the farz salah, there will be janazah prayer, because there's a lot of reward to be earned from that. So learn the janazah prayer going. If you don't have time to learn, or say for example you're travelling tomorrow and you've not learnt it, try your best to know how many takbirat there are, what to be read in after each takbir, just so you'll know a little bit about the prayer. So when you're in Makkah, once you perform Umrah, buy a prayer mat. Don't buy an expensive one. Don't buy a heavy padded one. You just buy a nice simple. Build up to Hajj, there will be a lot of people. The Jummah prior to Hajj, when we were there last year, was very, 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 very busy. First of all, it was a holiday, so Fridays, in Saudi, everybody's off, and it was Hajj, and there's the last Jummah before Hajj. When you're in Jama'ah, when you're in rows for Salah, I would say your janmas, put it sideways, so you're giving the guy next to you on the left or right space for sajda on your janma as well, and inshallah you get reward for that. Majority of people tend to say in the Haram between Maghrib and Isha, and or Asr and Isha. Build up to Hajj, again I'm mentioning, a lot of people are coming. People fly from all over the world in different times prior to Hajj. Build up to Hajj is going to be a lot of people. So once last year I tried to get out, I tried to leave after Maghrib Salah. I think it was about an hour between Maghrib and Isha. I tried to leave the masjid from Maghrib, right after Maghrib, so I can go to my hotel and grab something and then come back for Isha. I got outside the masjid and it was jam-packed. It was unbelievably packed that I went halfway out to my hotel, the distance, and my hotel was in the just behind the clock tower. Just went halfway down and I just gave up and just went back because there was too many people trying to get out and trying to get in at the same time. There's too many people, and if there's people trying to get into the masjid, trying to get out, you just clash. Plan ahead, stay in the masjid between Asr and Isha, or Maghrib and Isha, and again right after the namaz, don't get out straight away. Take your time, because everybody wants to get out of the masjid straight away and go to the hotel, have food, have rest, etc. as well. So take your time. Once salah's over, spend about 5-10 minutes doing tasbih, and then slowly make your way out. Take care when you're going out, you're seeing other people, because people will be pushing each other, but inshallah take care, and just watch out for others, watch you're not pushing people. If you get pushed, have sabr, Allah's watching. But yeah, don't push others, and just take your time when you're going out of the mosque. Once you finish your salah, your first salah, obviously there's people to your left and right, so brothers will be with brothers and sisters will be with sisters. So after salah, the brother to your right, brother to your left, extend your salam, say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Again, you'll get reward for that. Allah will get happy, and you're following sunnah as well, so win-win situation. Say salam to the right, salam to the person on the left, and if they speak your language, if they speak English, Urdu, Punjabi, or whatever language you speak, ask how they're doing, where they're from. You'll be surprised that there's so many people from so many different parts of the world, and if you have an extra tasbih or anything that you wanted to give as a gift, I would say gift it to your brothers. It reminds me of a time when we were upstairs on the rooftop, me, brother Rizwan, and my brother-in-law, brother Abu Huraira, and there was people to his left, people to his right, well, brother to his left and his right, sorry, and he gave a tasbih, the prayer beads, to the guy on the left and the right, and they were so happy, and mashallah, he struck a conversation with them, got to know them. So it's very interesting to see that, and it's amazing to see the brotherly love. When you're in Makkah and Medina, especially when you're in Makkah, if you've done Umrah, or prior to doing Umrah, if you have time, write down the prayer times. They will be on the clock outside the Haram. That's in front of the clock tower. There's a very small clock tower. It's got the salah times. Or in the masjid, there's different areas where from the roof they've got like a box thing, LED box thing, it's got the salah times on there. So I would say write it on your phone, or write it down on a piece of paper what the salah times are. Generally what happens is they do azan, and about 10 to 15 minutes I think after the azan the first salah starts. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about on the list is shopping. Most shops near the two mosques, they don't accept credit cards or any cards, they only accept cash. So don't arrive in Makkah or Medina with a credit card hoping to use it in all the shops, because not all shops accept it. There are banks there, and there are ATM machines there to use. Make sure you have some kind of cash with you, inshallah. So don't go to Makkah expecting the best customer service. To be honest, you will be disappointed. Obviously I love Makkah, I love Medina, but I'm just stating from experience that the customer service I received in Makkah, not in all the shops, I'd probably say generally, it's because there's so many people wanting so many things at the same time, the shopkeeper just may throw things at you and say, yeah, there you go, give you the money, done. Whereas in Medina, you may get shops like that, but overall Medina, I find the people are very approachable, more customer friendly, more loving. Obviously it's the site of Rasulullah. There's no price tags. You only see price tags in supermarkets, but there's no price tags as in if you go to some of the open shops or the markets, there's no price tag as such. If there are price tags, it will be overpriced, so you'll be paying over the odds. So don't pay the first price you see for that bag or that chappal or whatever it is. Don't pay the first price, always haggle. If you're not comfortable, I would probably say try to get comfortable with haggling, because if you don't, then you will be ripped off, because the prices at Hajj time shoot up. Coins that are rarely used, I'd probably say never used. When you go to a supermarket and you give them 5 riyals and the product costs 4.5 riyals, they will give you chewing gum or something like a small chocolate or a sweet to give you as change, so that you don't get change. So that only works one way, so you can't basically take 3.5 riyals and a pack of chewing gum and go to the supermarket and buy something for 4 riyals. It doesn't work that way. It only works the other way. So you're buying things, and as in change, they give you chewing gum, so they can't give you coins, because coins are very rarely used. Don't know why, but that's it. And you'll see a lot of fake stuff. You'll see fake watches, fake bags, etc. as well. Don't be fooled in buying the real thing. Again, this is shopping after, I would recommend after Hajj. You're mainly there for Hajj, but these things I'm just going to very quickly highlight for you. Another thing in regards to shopping, or generally when you're in Makkah, Medina, Arafat, Mina, Muzdalifah, Jamarat, etc., be cautious of pickpockets. It's sad to say, but in Makkah, Medina, the holiest lands in this world, they are pickpockets there. Majority of pickpockets happen, especially when you're doing tawaf. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah. I've never been through that situation, but I've heard stories where people, would, if you've got a bag, they might just have a blade and just cut underneath the bag and steal the contents of the bag. Other crazy stories, but again, read Ayatul Kursi, have faith in Allah, inshallah everything will be okay. In regards to the food, in regards to the snacks, the juices, the crisps, etc., that's all available there. You don't need to worry. There's a supermarket called Bin Dawood. If you go there, you'll find all the chocolate you want, all the crisps you want, all the snacks, everything. It's like a Tesco's basically. So they've got plenty in Makkah, plenty in Medina. Your Hajj package may cover, again, check this before you go, return flights, accommodation, meals, transport, etc. You need to bring money for things like telephone cards, SIM cards, top up, medicine, laundry, food, snacks, ziyarah, if that's not included in your package, gifts, excess luggage. In my video that I posted on what to take for Umrah, one of the main things that I take with me is a luggage scale. Digital luggage scale is about £4 or £5 from eBay, and that basically will save you overpacking or having excess luggage when you go to the airport and having to pay extra charges. So be cautious of that as well, and take some extra money for dumb and for charity and for clothes, etc. as well. So again, assess and see how much you actually need for your gifts and that as well. This is a very important topic, but I'm afraid I don't know much about it. It's best to speak to your elders about it, people who've actually gone to Hajj. It's about women and Hajj. As the sisters know about there may be obviously the sisters' time of month, a lot of things going on. So it's best to check and how to deal with that with the elders. Maybe your mothers have been to Umrah, or your aunties have been to Hajj, or the brothers can actually ask a local imam, and he will be able to advise you further on that, because that is a big issue. And the sisters may get stuck in regards to performing Umrah if they're on their period. So definitely check that with the local imam, or check that before you go. Make sure you're aware and take the appropriate measures, inshallah. There are prayer spaces allocated for women in the Prophet ﷺ's masjid, Masjid Nabwi.